Maripesa will give you up to 200,000 naira bonus on your first deposit when you register with our promo code FANSTRIBE. 4-0 win by Crystal Palace, and I mean, even before the game, you be expect something like this, and you know disappoint.
You know where we are this cap? More is a shot, no come on my head. As I stand there, no is a shot at the dodge like this. Man, my head no come out. I like my life. See, man, you don't go kill me. I swear, man, you don't go kill me. Before we come here, I tell you, say right time, now 4. Now, what I tell you before we come out, I say right time, now 4. The simplest truth, I say, there is no moral justification for Manchester United as a football club to go to Selhurst Park and lose 4-0.
Injuries.
There is nothing. There is nothing. Be it injury, nothing. I am not against Man U losing. This is the Manchester United you expect to lose to Crystal Palace. But you can't expect Manchester United to lose 4 to Palace at home. You know why? We can't record our heaviest defeat in the season against Palace. Palace cannot get a double against Manchester United for the first time in their life in Premier League. The last time we lost 13 league games, I wasn't born. I wasn't born. So if all this nonsense happened this night against Crystal Palace, it's a shame not to Ten Hag, but to Manchester United as a football club. It's a big shame to Manchester United. We have injuries, no problem. But what have we been doing since Alex left Manchester United? We've been hiring and firing. We've turned to other mediocre clubs in England who hire and fire, who use 4 managers in a single season to get 1 point. That is what we do since 2013. You let a legendary Mourinho go after 2 years plus. Then you comfortably give only 4 years. That is the highest definition of mediocrity. And after this match, people will call us in Ten Hag and say, I'm watching Michael Owen. That Ten Hag is not good enough to coach Manchester United. Oh, guy, you don't hang boot. Where are you there since? Jamie Keller had there, where in there? Say it's a shame playing Casemiro, central defense. I said, now today you see him. Which experience do you have in Premier League? You win him. You and Gerard, your brother, combined play 30 years and I know win him. Where you get experience to analyze Premier League? Because they work no day. Granit Xhaka, they play by Bayer Leverkusen. They coach 3rd division in German league. A player, you there for TV, they vomit rubbish. Because Eric Ten Hag no be Englishman. That is why anything will happen. You say make them sack him. So make Chelsea sack Pochettino because Arsenal give him 5. You know, get sense. So Manchester United have owners since 2005. All you do every year is to balance your book, make money, and take it to US. You sign brand ambassadors in the name of footballers. You sell jerseys, you make money. You don't care. You have about 40% of your workers at Old Trafford who work from home. You don't care, no commitment. At the point you don't have a sporting director. You relax. You sign anything you want. People do up-bottom approach. You are doing bottom-top approach. You buy nonsense. You sign rubbish. Then at the end of the day, you want to blame Ten Hag. That a team that has Garnacho, that has Mino, that has Anthony, that has a Champions League winner like Mason Mount, a Champions League winner like Casemiro, a legendary Premier League player like Evans. Such players come out to play not Liverpool, not Chelsea, not Arsenal, not Man City. They travel to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace and they lose 4. And they want to blame Eric Ten Hag.
Don't you feel he could have maybe made the team more difficult to beat today? Maybe 3 at the back or 2 defensive midfielders, Mino Amrabat or something, since you know that defense is exposed.
Let's go. If you want to play 3 at the back, who will you play currently?
Wan-Bissaka can complete the 3-man back line. Amrabat can play left back while Dalot plays right wing back.
Choke the midfield, isn't it? You want to choke the midfield now. So where did the second goal come from?
Second goal
Came from the midfield. It was a lost ball from the midfield. See, the difference between Manchester United current crop of players and other players is commitment. Another manager, another team, another crop of players at this level with a different mentality can still get a draw from Crystal Palace this night. But at Old Trafford, there is one thing that has been missing for over 10 years, and that is character. Zero character. We lose Manchester Derby, people go for nightclub. People throw tantrums in front of their manager and they don't get punished. Then when you punish one, he will go to somewhere and hide after 9 months. He will come out and complete 11 passes. Some people will come out and say, bring him back, it was a mistake. Hello? Our problem is so big. You blame players, you can blame Erik ten Hag for the kind of signings he made. Because I don't know why you signed Mason Mount at £60 million. Today there was no Bruno Fernandes. And he couldn't play. Because we see some teams currently, injury have helped them to discover their real playing pattern. And they are firing. So today there was no Bruno Fernandes. And you couldn't play. £60 million. And you want to kill Erik ten Hag? You can't kill him. You are a player. You earn money. You are there to play. You play 90 minutes. You do it for once in 7 days. That is your job. So where is your commitment? So I should be calling Mitchell a world-class player. I should call Philip a world-class player. These are not world-class players. And if you go to Crystal Palace and you want to count average player, let's say above average, how many can you count? We can say Olise and Eze. All that they can be below average. Forget the performance. Everything happening there, just the manager. So how on earth will you now blame Erik ten Hag for going to Selhurst Park and lose 4-0? And you want him to be sacked? Then you do what? We've been sacking. We sacked Van Gaal after winning the FA Cup. We sacked Mourinho after winning Europa. Then we sacked Ole. We first give him new contract after losing to Villarreal in the Europa final. We reward him by giving him a new contract. Then one day we woke up, we realized our mistake, then we sacked him. Then we brought a manager who with a full squad last season finished third, give us a trophy. This season, because of your nonsense signing, how you've been running the club, you couldn't continue. Injury has not helped him. And you want him sacked. People finished 12 last season and they no die now. I thought I finished 8th position straight 2 years. I said I no sack him. So why do you want me to sack Erik ten Hag when Ateta is still on the job?
Was this more embarrassing than the Liverpool 7-0?
It can be. It can be. Why it can be is we played Liverpool. It's a very big team. Then we played a team that has played 5 straight games in Premier League of recent without a defeat. And we've played 9 Premier League matches. We've managed to win only 2. So are we at the same level? Football is a game of moment, I tell you every day. When I win, I come here and enjoy myself because I know tomorrow I can lose. So when you want to talk football, you talk statistics. This particular Crystal Palace today can beat anybody. They can beat anybody. Not because they are good, but because they are committed. They are committed. After Everton win Sheffield United also. No, Brentford. Somebody like Takure said in his post, he said 10% talent, 90% commitment. So long as football is concerned, you need committed players to play with. When injury hits you like this, sometimes you don't need skillful players. If I am to feature in this game, there will be no reason playing Eriksen in this game. You need fit players because when you mention Crystal Palace, what comes to your mind is physicality. If there is one day you start Amrabat, he is not good, we know. It should be today. Go to the midfield and muscle them. That is the area I might blame Erik ten Hag because sometimes you don't get his selection right. Even now that we don't have a left back, I prefer playing Dalot left back because he's a double-footed player. The natural right back is Wan-Bissaka. He is not that good. He's an average player. So you can't play an average player out of position. Between the two, one is more modern than one. Dalot is ahead. So if you don't have a left back and if you want to switch somebody there, you should switch Dalot. He can comfortably take care of that place. Whip in 1 or 2 passes like as if we have Luke Shaw. But when you play Wan-Bissaka there, he can't give you crosses. He's so weak. He's so tired this time around. He came back from injury. He doesn't even run. He only reacts. So when it comes to selection, that's the area I blame ten Hag. Sometimes he doesn't get his selections right. But I cannot agree with anybody coming from England as a journalist talking in front of television. I hate them. I hate them with passion because if you go to Spain, you see Spanish retired players doing great things. All you do is immediately retire. Rooney don't join. He was celebrating last week. He's now with Ferdinand. He's going to get to talk rubbish after relegating Birmingham. Isn't it so? That's what we get. How many of them in the history of Premier League, no English-born manager have won Premier League? And they will stand in front of Sky Sports every day and draw lines and tell you how you should be there, how you should be here. Even the ones who don't win Premier League. So I don't like the pressure on Erik ten Hag. He's not doing well of recent. Fine, some managers have been like that. If Arsenal sack Arteta first or second season, they won't be where they are today. They are competing because they gave him time. It took at 5 years plus to start proving himself at Old Trafford. He even had a better start than Pep, than Klopp. And you can't say how far, because if you sack him now, you never can tell. He can turn things around. So any pressure on Erik ten Hag, I am not in support of it. You must first of all judge the Glazer. What is your level of commitment? Okay, somebody bought 25% share at Old Trafford, and look at what he's doing. Hiring people. Laurent Blanc is there already with him. Omar Barada is there. Wickers is there. These are people who can see what a manager cannot see. But in the last 15 years, what have we seen? We've seen a dozen football club owners who relax, make money, eat pizza, and sleep. They don't care whether they win or we know they win. So long as Pogba can come and sell jersey, so long as Zlatan can come and sell jersey, make money for them. Adidas signed 10 billion contract in 10 years. They don't care. They don't care. And somebody will tell me they are spending. How much are they spending? They give back to Manchester United a pinch of what they get. If you can spend £1 billion in 10 years, how much is Adidas contract? It's crazy. So when people blame Erik ten Hag, I don't get it. Blame players. If only say it's in Manchester United, you can't see him play like this. If you have this Eze in Manchester United, because on a very good day, this Olise can be Garnacho. On a very good day, this Mitchell you are seeing today can be Wan-Bissaka. The difference is the level of commitment and the discipline in the football club. That is just the difference. Every day you go to the news, you read about Manchester United players. How many times have you read about Liverpool players? How many times have you read about Man City players? Because they have a football club that have hierarchy and coordination. They have people who run the club who knows all it takes to hire and fire, to buy and sell. We are surrounded by controversy. Ronaldo came to help us. All we did was to embarrass him. That is what we do. We prefer to be on the media than to be on the scoreboard. That is United.
Let me ask you now, the remaining 3 games, how many points do Man United get from those games?
Before we talk points, we talk about injury returns. If we can't have injuries returning, we can't expect anything. This is just the beginning. Just look at it now. We'll go to Arsenal. Then we'll play Newcastle. Then Brighton. Then we'll travel to Wembley. What if this happens to be the fairest result? It's fucking possible, bro. It's fucking possible. Because Arsenal can humiliate us on Sunday. Maybe 7. The resurging Newcastle cannot pity us because they have this grudge against us since last year. So they can humiliate us. That's the reason why we exit Carabao Cup earlier this season. So they still have that grudge in their mind. Not they have the grudge, they play well. They have players who are very committed. Joe Linton and Manchester United will be struggling in the midfield because there is no character, there is no discipline. Then Brighton. Okay, fine. People think maybe we can get. We are traveling to Brighton. We're not playing at home. That will be their last game of the season. So after the game, they can go and die. So expect nothing. Imagine you have 4 games to go. In that 4 games, you have Arsenal, you have City, and they are losing 4-0 away to Crystal Palace, and they're asking how many points we can get. All I can tell you is that I like where we are finishing because this is not competition. That somebody is sorry, telling me finally we'll top you. Are you crazy? You have to sell a hotel to balance your book. For 2 years, you sold a hotel. You sold almost your first team player that won your Champions League, remaining 3 players. You did all this business in 2 years just to top Man U. Your record under Todd Bowley is to finish ahead of Man U. 6th, 5th, 6th. That is all you can achieve in 2 full seasons, a football club. And you're gallivanting up and down. You're on Twitter, you're everywhere, celebrating that you're on top of Manchester United. When Arsenal went to win league, Liverpool, they first said them they 3rd. Tottenham, they first said them they 5th. A big team like Man U and Chelsea, they compete who go finish ahead of each other. Shame to Man U, shame to Chelsea. If you check since Pep, since club came to Premier League, United have born 1 billion. Chelsea have born 1 billion. City did 600 and something by net spending. I mean net spending. By net spending, City did 600 and something. Even Arsenal are there 700 and something. Tottenham did 500 and something. United and Chelsea, the 2 shameless twin brothers, they won 1 billion plus. And now they can celebrate with 35. It's I am ahead of you, you're at my back. And somebody is expecting me to be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself as well. You are a Champions League winner. You are the king of London. You shouldn't be celebrating rubbish. We should be in Champions League. This is Champions League semi-final. And there is no Liverpool. There's no Manchester United. There is no Chelsea. All we watch is PSG, 0 Champions League. Dortmund. The 2 traditional Champions League teams remaining in that competition is just Bayern and Madrid, and somebody somewhere pumping champagne. Shame to you, bro.
Your final thought.
My final thought is we'll go again. I prefer to play Premier League last season only. Next season just to play Premier League. I can't go to Conference League. And if other big teams, as they claim to be, can go to Conference League, it's still a shame because it doesn't make any sense. At our level, it's either Champions League or not. That is just it.
All right, another one of our video where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I mean, follow us on every platform because we get content for every